Hello, this is Joon Chung. I'm a writer, comedian, and a new dad, and you're listening to It's a Parent podcast. I think there are a lot of podcasts out there. There are already about how to raise kids and tips on raising kids, but in my observations, I feel like the best way to raise our kids is to figure out how to raise ourselves as people so that our kids can watch how we handle the everyday ups and downs of life. And what better way to do that than ask other parents who have been through it and are doing it right now, even a few months ahead of me. I feel like their perspective and advice would be so helpful for me to see how I can raise my own daughter, how I could raise myself, really. Essentially, I don't want to mess up my daughter. And how can I be the best parent I can be by becoming the best person I could be? So I interviewed a bunch of friends and colleagues and people I really, really admire who have, I think, become well-adjusted people despite their circumstances or the world itself. The world is hard and parenting is always a gut punch to say, why did I bring my child into this world? What can I do for them to make sure they have a life that's fulfilling? I also wanted to do this podcast to give space to parents to think about themselves. I feel like we put so much energy and thought into our own children that sometimes we don't get to reflect on ourselves. Once you have a kid, all your focus is on them. So you don't tend to celebrate yourself. You don't tend to self-reflect. You don't tend to have the time. We're all just figuring it out. So let's figure it out together. So join me on It's a Parent podcast, and it's apparent that you're doing great.